Hey, YouTube family, do you know what this is? I'm gonna tell you this, it's phenomenal. So come on and watch how we made them. They're phenomenal. Again, phenomenal. All right, let's get started. In this bowl, I have a cup of packed light brown sugar and a cup of white granulated sugar. And I'm supposed to mix this with the eggs, so I'm going to be using 3 large eggs. We also add the melted butter. And the mashed sweet potatoes. And the vanilla, I'm going to do the vanilla first. My Costco brand vanilla. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons in. Okay. Go ahead and add the rest of that in there. And I had 3 medium to large sweet potatoes that I baked for about an hour and a half, well, almost 2 hours at 350, and mashed it. And I actually ended up with 4 cups of sweet potatoes. The recipe only calls for 3, so I have some left over. I'll just have some mashed sweet potatoes for later on. Okay. And we mix it until combined. Make sure everything in the bottom is getting combined. I'm also going to add the milk. Forget about that. 1.5 cups of milk. Mix that up a little bit by spatula so it won't splash out when I turn the mixer on. Okay. And in this medium bowl, I have all-purpose flour, baking powder, baking soda, salt, cinnamon, and nutmeg. And I add that to the wet, and we're supposed to mix until just combined. I'm going to stir it up a little bit first, because if I turn the mixer on, the flour will fly out of there, out of the bowl, and make a mess. And this is it. That's the batter. Quick and easy. Takes you longer to get your ingredients prepped than to actually make the batter up. Smells good. Wow. Okay. Ugh. Making a mess of my recipe. I think this is going to make more than 24 cupcakes. I might have to do a loaf pan bread. It's supposed to be for cake anyway, but we're on a cupcake kick now. Oh man, it smells good. I can't believe it. Let me unplug it. Move you back there for a minute. Get the cupcakes. I think I need a spoon. I'm going to use 1/4 of a measuring spoon to get the batter. In the cups, I think. You don't fill your cupcake liners more than 2/3 full. Oh, I can't get over how good this smells. It's crazy. If it tastes the way it smells, or even half, that's good. Oh, it's going to be ugly up in here. It's going to be a contest between my siblings and I on eating cupcakes. This is my first time making this, and what I did is I googled it, the recipe, and I found 2, and I took a little bit from each and put my own twist on it and came up with this recipe. Like, for example, one of them put ginger in the batter. I'm not a big fan of ginger, so I didn't put that in there. I also used more vanilla than either recipe called for, and one called for using milk, one didn't. I decided to use the milk instead of oil. Well, milk period, but I used the melted butter because one of them didn't call for that. It called for vegetable oil as the fat, but I like using melted butter when I bake. To me, when you use the melted butter, your end product becomes a lot more moist than without it. In the same way when you use the milk over water. Okay. And see, I still have quite a bit of batter left. Probably do another 6 muffins. I think that's what I'll do. After these bake though, then I'll put the other 6 in. I don't have to tap too much. I'm going to set the oven, it's at 350, it's already preheated. I'm going to set the oven for about 20 minutes because when you make the cake, they said bake it for 28 to 35 minutes. But you know that's a lot more area to bake than these cupcakes. So we'll see what 20 minutes does, and I'll be back when they are ready. Okay, here's one of the first batches of the cupcakes. Still a little warm. They baked for 35 minutes, and I ended up filling another, I had another jumbo size cupcake pan with 6 cupcakes, and I put that in there, set it for 35. But in the meantime, I'm gonna let these cool, and we're gonna make the frosting. It's a cinnamon cream cheese frosting. So, now I had some cream cheese frosting left over from the red velvet cupcakes. I don't want to use it up, and it's been in the fridge, so it's set a bit. So I'm just gonna add this new frosting to it, but I gotta get my attachment. Okay, put the cleaned attachment back on. It says add the butter, the cream cheese, cinnamon, and vanilla, and mix it until creamy. So, calls for 8 tablespoons of non-salted butter, which is a stick, and I cut it up in little pieces. Also asked for 1 8-ounce package of cream cheese, and I did cut that up in little square pieces as well. And let's see, the cinnamon, it wants 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. There's the cinnamon. The original recipe said 1 tablespoon of vanilla. But y'all know when I cook I use 2 tablespoons, so I'm going to use 2 tablespoons vanilla. And we mix all of this together until it's creamy. And then we'll add in the powdered sugar, 4 cups of that, a little bit at a time. I don't know how home bakers mix stuff up by hand back in the day. My goodness. Or even using the hand electric mixers. That's a lot of work, man. Still not creamy enough for me, so I'm gonna turn it back on a higher setting, well, a high setting to mix some more. Still not creamy enough for me. Probably because the frosting was cold. I should have had that out at sitting at getting at room temperature, and I didn't. But I don't want to heat it up because then it'll be too runny. Switch it and put the whisk attachment on. See if that does any better. We can taste it now. Oh wow, Jesus. That tastes really good. It needs more sugar though, but wow. I wasn't ready. Okay, where's the lemons? Oops. There we go. It's going the wrong way. Put a little more sugar in there. And of course I made a mess. Because that's what I do. Oh yeah, that's making it creamier. Why didn't y'all tell me to use the whisk when doing frosting? The whisk attachment. That's what you need to do. Lesson learned. You know, I know the dough hook one, but I don't make dough in my KA. I have a bread machine for that. So I knew what that was for. I really didn't know what the whisk attachment was for. Still don't, but it's doing a good job with this frosting. I want to get it all in here and then let it really mix for a while to get smooth. So after this addition, I'll have one more addition of the powdered sugar. And then all 4 cups will be in there. Then I'll really let it just mix until nice, smooth, and creamy. It's going to be the last of the powdered sugar. Mix it in a little bit so that when I turn the mixer on, it won't fly all out and all over the counter. And then we'll let the KA mix it together until nice and smooth. Meantime, the last batch of muffins have 10.5 minutes left. So that means the first 2 batches have been cooling a little over 24 minutes. But I want them to cool about an hour before I frost them. Plus, while it's cooling, I'm going to, after I get this frosting to the smooth consistency I want, I'll put it in the fridge so it'll thicken up even more. Made a mess. I'll wash my hands. Let that run. Oh wow. Look how smooth that is, y'all. Whisk attachment. Now I can't even talk, I'm so excited. Got to use the whisk attachment when making frosting. Oh my goodness. That is beautiful. I mean, look how smooth that is. Wow. Make sure that bottom got incorporated. I'm gonna let it whisk together a couple more minutes. Then it's going in the fridge. So I'll be back when I'm ready to frost the cupcakes. You know what time it is when this chopstick comes out. And you see there's 2 missing. My siblings tried them and liked them. First, my little brother said, no, you don't need the filling in there. And then he changed his mind. Yeah, put the filling in. So, that's what I'm doing now. In the center, that is. I ordered the Wilton tip that works without me having to use the chopstick, but it won't be here. It's not here, it hasn't arrived yet. And this cinnamon cream cheese frosting, oh my God. Who knew? So, just an ordinary cream cheese frosting. Add some flavor to it. It's phenomenal. I got my bag ready. Let's see, this is how you're supposed to do it. I don't know. We'll see. Look at that frosting. I love it. Okay, I think I only need like maybe 2 scoops of that, because I don't need that much, I don't think, to fill these cupcakes in the center. Okay. Now we gotta work it down into the tip part. Okay, looks like it's not coming out, but it is. Still not a professional by any means, but man, oh man, it's going easier than it did when I did the red velvet. That was first time ever. Cause this is some good frosting. How do y'all keep it from coming out at the end, up at the top there? Tell you what, I'm just gonna squeeze it back in here. So I don't want to waste it. And I'm gonna have way more frosting left over, so I'm gonna have to find another recipe. Maybe some cinnamon rolls? I don't know. For this frosting. Okay, let me put this in the sink and wash my hands. Okay, So they've been filled. Now we just gotta frost them. And I got a handy dandy cake froster, which, yeah, I don't know how to use, but it's okay. It's all good. The taste is what matters. And both of my siblings, my brother and sister, said it was good. My brother couldn't figure out. He's like, is this some kind of pumpkin cupcake? I said, no, sweet potato. I don't want a lot of icing on it, but I wanted to be able to spread around on there. See, that's too much on that one. I had the frosting in the fridge. I don't think I really needed to have it in the fridge though. But it's not melting like it did on the red velvet. Oops. Gashed the opening. I need more than that. I don't need quite that much, but I need more than I had. And I bought the Wilton Master Piping Kit, because I'm going to learn how to frost, how to ice cakes and cupcakes. I like baking, and that's part of baking. This was the last batch that I made. And then I also cooked, well, not cooked, but baked for 35 minutes. So, just like baking a cake, it still took, because the recipe, when you bake the cake, says to bake them for 28 to 35 minutes. So my oven, it took 35 minutes even for the cupcakes. See, I don't want a lot of icing on top because we have it in the middle. And, believe it or not, none of us, my siblings, or I like a lot of frosting on stuff. You ever get that when you get a store-bought cake and they have all that fluffy kind of, it's not buttercream, I don't know what they call that icing. It's really no taste to it. And it's like 10 inches thick on the cake or the cupcake. It's like, geez Louise, I bought cake or cupcake, not icing. But if any of us think it's too much, they can just scrape it off. Cause I just have so much icing left. I don't know what, I gotta find another recipe. Look how much I got left. So, turn that other light on. Now maybe you can see how much I got left. I think I'm gonna call it. No, it's not the pretty frosting job, but again, it's the taste that matters. And both my siblings say these are good, which I kind of knew because when I was making the batter, I was like, man, this smells good. And you kind of know when you're baking, when you can smell your batter, if it's going to taste good or not. And then when I was making this frosting, I could smell it too, but I'm partial to cinnamon too. I like cinnamon. But I never even thought about taking a cream cheese frosting and adding flavor to it like cinnamon or, some kind of spice or something to change the flavor profile. That is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Okay. Which one do I want to do a thumbnail? I'll do a thumbnail with this one. Okay. Here it is. I'm going to eat one. Because my siblings have eaten one and said it's phenomenal. So I'm like, well, I got to get in on that. Okay. Here it is off the wrapper. Okay. Oh man. I don't know how my little brother thought this was pumpkin. Because you know what it reminds me of? Of a carrot cake. Oh my God. These are phenomenal. You have to make these and try these. Oh my God. I gotta go because I gotta eat this. I'm probably gonna be asleep about 15 minutes after eating it, but boom, baby, these are good. All right. Wow. Thanks for watching, family. You've got to make these cupcakes. They are phenomenal. Oh my gosh. They're going into rotation. Both my siblings and myself, because I took a little bite. Oh my God. You got to make these and make this frosting, the cinnamon cream cheese frosting. Oh my God. It's amazing. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to link that red velvet cupcake video so you can watch that too. And thanks again so much for watching. And if you haven't already, please like the video, leave a comment, and share it with your friends and family. And also subscribe to the channel if you haven't. That would really help me out, and that makes me very happy when you do that. Until the next video, bye for now, family. Appreciate you, love you.